Cubs Nation, and this is Steven Ryan back with another edition of Cubs Daily. Visited and guest starring in this episode will be my main man, my son, Luca Ryan. Luca, can you say hi to the folks? Can you wave hi? Hi, all right, appreciate it. We're going to talk about the Cubs dropping the last game of the series to the Brewers. We're going to talk another trade rumor with the Pirates and Andrew Heaney. We're going to preview the Mariners, and then I'm going to get to some of your guys and gals' comments, but just want to give a big thank you to everybody who's hopped into the streams, who's, liked, shared, subscribed, the whole 9 yards. Keep it coming. We are on the road to 1K, and I'm excited to keep going on this journey with all of you. So, the Cubs fall 8-7 in the Brewers in the finale, and it was like 8-3 at one point, and then, honestly, personally, I was about to turn off the game myself, but kept watching. This team kept battling back, and even though they lost, I'm like, hey, you know what? We were in the game. We had a chance to win it, and that's all that truly matters in baseball, honestly, is you just want a shot to win it. You're not going to win it every time because it's a game of failure, but hey, this team, they fought, they battled, they lost 8-7, but we can bounce back today against the Mariners. So it was a fun, exciting game to watch, even though they did drop it. But I'm excited to continue to watch this team. They're never out of the game. That is the best part about this Cubs team. Now, a fun rumor I've been hearing. I remember earlier I talked about Paul Skeens, and we're like, hey, Paul Skeens, Steven, that's a tad ridiculous. Obviously, they just drafted him. He just came up to the scene last year, and I don't think the Pirates are going to trade him this year. But the clock is ticking on Paul Skeens. There's no doubt about that. But another pitcher who's performing very well for the Pirates is this man, Andrew Heaney. Let's take a look at his numbers so far in 2025. His batting average against is .218. ERA is .333. 78 innings. A nice whip, the whole 9 yards. Now, is this a sensible trade target for the Cubs? Absolutely. Could they go get him for a relatively decent price? Absolutely. He's a great veteran pitcher, left-handed, recent World Series champion in 2023 with the Rangers. A great solid addition to this starting staff, no doubt about it. He definitely adds some more depth to the team, which is lacking in the sense right now because we're hurt, but Shota should be hopefully coming back. He will be getting a rehab start in AAA today. If all goes well, he might be making an appearance in the big leagues in his next start in the rotation. So, Andrew Heaney, if the price is right, I'm all in on that. Again, I don't think he would cost too much, and I think the Pirates are going to try and sell high, right? That's the beautiful thing about baseball. Every single team has a guy that is performing well, whether that's actually performing well or he's performing well by proxy. But it looks like Andrew Heaney is performing very well. Again, 3.33 ERA for a Pirates team that probably doesn't support him a lot is a really, really good deal in my opinion. So I would be very tempted to go and get Andrew Heaney myself, but again, I would definitely scour the market personally before I just hop on any offer that's out there for him. But could he supplement this staff? Absolutely. Now, the Cubs do get back into action today at 1:20 on Marquee. It's going to be against the Mariners. The Mariners are visiting Wrigley Field once again. It's going to be Matt Boyd versus George Kirby. The strength of the Mariners is their starting pitching staff. No doubt about it. George Kirby has been very solid all year, but Matt Boyd has just been as solid. No doubt about it in this one. So, excited to watch this Cubs team bounce back, especially after the way they lost that game yesterday. That was the part that I think is going to really turn it around for this series against the Mariners, because I think the offense did not necessarily respond all too well, and I think the starting pitching staff is going to respond a lot better as well and not give up as many runs on that front. So, excited to watch the Cubs get back into action today. The Mariners present a new fun challenge. The Mariners are fighting for a wild card position in their league as well, and of course they're within striking distance of the division, so they could use this series. I think the Cubs could definitely use this challenge as well. A different team, you're only going to see them once. The next time we see them would be in the World Series if the Mariners get hot and make it there. But this starting pitching staff that the Mariners present are going to give this Cubs lineup a challenge, and I expect the Cubs to meet that challenge in that sense. I'll get to you in 1 second, okay? So, the Cubs today at 1:20, Matt Boyd back on the bump. I'm guessing Cade Horton will go tomorrow as well, and we'll see who goes on Sunday, whether that be Ben Brown or maybe they throw Drew Pomeranz or Chris Flexen, who continue to do a fantastic job in this bullpen. Now, a fun segment that I've been waiting to get to for everybody is getting to your guys' comments. I appreciate them 100%. I love hearing everyone's thoughts on the Chicago Cubs because everyone has a different opinion, and that's the beautiful thing about all this, right? No one's necessarily right, no one's necessarily wrong, but everyone has an opinion. So yesterday, in my video, we talked about me personally. This is me personally. I don't know. This is not a rumor. I want the Cubs to trade for Mason Miller, the star-studded closer for the Athletics as it sits. And I got 2 comments on that video yesterday, and we're going to review both of them here in that sense. So let's start with the first comment. They said, Douglas Mott 3048, appreciate you coming on to Cubs Daily and giving a comment, taking the time out of your day. Said, dude, I've been clamoring for Miller for a year now. He's one guy they can add that would move the championship needle the most. The bullpen would be stacked. That's what I'm personally thinking as well. I couldn't agree more. I mean, I know probably maybe adding a frontline ace starter would really, really help as well. But again, if you put Mason Miller at the end of the game, right, the 9th is locked up. If you have a Porter Hodge / Daniel Palencia 8th, whoever earns that role, they lock down the 8th, and then the other person gets the 7th. If the starters go 6 innings, that's kind of like the beautiful dream right there, right? You go 6 innings, you go 7, 8, 9, ball game over. Plus the additional weapons of Chris Flexen, Drew Pomeranz, Ryan Presley has obviously turned it around this year as well. So it's very, very exciting to see this Cubs bullpen already start to turn it around. I just think adding one more arm would definitely put it over the top in that sense. And I think Mason Miller or Johan Duran is that perfect piece. The only reason Mason Miller might be a more perfect piece is because he's making $765,000 a year. It's going to be a little bit more once he reaches arbitration, and I don't think the Athletics necessarily are going to want to pay him that. So that's why I would go with Mason Miller. But we did have another comment, and he was on the opposite side on that sense. But hey, this is the beautiful thing about it, right? Let's go over this one. Mike Sturr, he said Danny is the upcoming Miller. I love the confidence of Danny Palencia here. Alcantara, Triantos, Cowles, and he wants no to Cassie, Rojas, or Long. Cassie replaces Tucker. Long replaces Turner. So I think, if I'm understanding this comment correctly, he's okay with getting Mason Miller. But if you're going to get Mason Miller, he wants you to give up Alcantara, Triantos, and Cowles. I don't mind that because, honestly, these guys don't have a place to play at the big league level. So that's why I kind of, in my graphic yesterday, I said, it was either Cassie or Alcantara or Rojas. Rojas is very young. He's an A-plus ball. So, I don't know if necessarily he's going to... I don't know when he's going to come up and make an impact for this Cubs team. But, either way, Cassie replaces Tucker. I still think the Cubs are going to sign Tucker. I have confidence in that for whatever reason is. I know the Cubs have shown no signs of that at all. But I do think that the Cubs are going to get Tucker re-signed. And Cassie and, Alcantara, one of them's going to have to go. Because they are due to come into the big leagues here at any moment. Okay, 1 second, okay? So, either way, Mike, I love the comment. I appreciate you hopping on the channel and giving us a shout-out, letting us know your thoughts as well. But, I mean, that's the beautiful thing, right? So, both comments, they both make sense. If you're going to go get Miller, get rid of those 3 guys. But keep Cassie. I personally want to see Cassie too. But I just don't know if there's a place for him to play right now. So, those are questions that over time will be answered. And we will see. But I have a lot of fun speculating with everybody on that front. So, I hope you all have a fantastic weekend. I'm going to be back Monday. We'll review the Mariners. And I'll have some more fun trade rumors and possibilities for all of you. I hope you all have a fantastic weekend, and I'll see you soon. Luca, bye-bye. Bye.